Partick Thistle are already on the brink of a return to the SPL. Could they make it to the Cup final as well? Our commentary team at Hampden, Eric Black, and firstly, Rob McLean.
Rangers have Fernando Rickson back. His suspension doesn't apply here, and Andre Flo and Tony Vidmar return after injury. Barry Ferguson has taken another pain-killing injection so he can play. Arthur Newman's out. Robert Malcolm and Andrei Kanchelskis keep their places. Christian Nerlinger plays his second game at the end of an 8-month injury absence. He'll team up with Ferguson in central midfield. Partick Thistle are without suspended pair Derek Fleming and Martin Hardy. Both would have been certain starters. Alex Burns is cup-tied and he can't play either. Back in come strikers Paul Walker and Jerry Britton, Alan Archibald, keeper Kenny Arthur and Mark McCullough. Scott Patterson has recovered from injury, and it's thanks to him that Thistle are here after 2 spectacular goals against Inverness Cali Thistle. The referee for Rangers against Partick Thistle is Mike McCurry. And John Lambie leading Partick Thistle into their first visit to the Scottish Cup semi-finals since 1979. So Rangers kick off going for back-to-back Sunday successes, having won the first piece of Scottish silverware up for grabs this season, looking now to take another step towards the Scottish Cup final. Partick Thistle have other ideas. Tony Vidmar's header away. Jerry Britton waiting. Headed away by Robert Malcolm and pumped away by the youngster. Rickson's pass doesn't find its way through to Canisia. Daniel Lennon was in the way. That's Flo. Canisia. 2 goals for the Argentinian last weekend as Rangers beat Ayr United. Scott McLean's pass goes astray. Alec McLeish, 23 games, 1 defeat. That was in Rotterdam, and already the CIS Cup is locked away in the Rangers trophy room. That's Nerlinger. Patterson's controlled header to Cragen alongside him. Tiny figure of Walker. Good close control. Scott McLean driving the ball in. Out comes Clausen. A good take.
Yeah, good piece of play here from Thistle again. Good deep cross. Claus does really well to take it, but there's both McLean and Britton present there in box and an opportunity for Thistle.
And the first yellow card of the match with just over 3 minutes gone, and Danny Lennon has to beware from now on after that wild one, Erika Nerlinger.
Yeah, just trying to stamp his authority there, slightly late. Good touch by Nerlinger, and Lennon really has to watch himself. They could do without him being booked early on.
Canisia the target, lovely turn away from Cragen. For Flo. Fumbled by Kenny Arthur. Back from Kanchelskis to Ferguson. Flo again. Ferguson, wide. Kenny Arthur will be relieved that that all fizzled out for Rangers because uncertain handling here. So it's an attacking formation then from John Lambie with Walker and Britton and McLean all on his side. Walker chasing, stumbling, and that gives Tony Vidmar a chance to clear. Doesn't make a good job of it. His pass went straight at Lennon. Patterson. It breaks for Canisia. Kanchelskis. Now Rickson. Good link-up play from Kanchelskis. Ferguson. And Flo. Good challenge by Alan Archibald. Great determination to win that. Didn't fancy it back though.
Nerlinger's first goal in 8 months, third of the season, and it's the dream start for Rangers.
Well, it's great feat from Flo here to create the chance. He takes a tiny, lovely feat to eliminate. They're then queuing up to hit, and it's his cleanest strike as you'll see from Nerlinger, and what a start back for him. Here we see it again, Conchelsus provoked into Flo, lovely feet, steps over, lovely weighted pass, and it's 1-0 Rangers.
So less than 10 minutes gone, and the favourites are in front, and the cleanest of strikes from Christian Nerlinger. Archibald prods the ball in. Paul Walker. McLean. Archibald got the first touch he wanted. Might work out though for Paddy Kelly. Kloss out of goal. Desperate stuff from Rangers to stop Thistle equalising.
Well, this is clearly the best shot that Thistle have had, the best attempt on goal. Kloss decides to come run about here, he wants to go and pressure the ball. Kelly eliminates him with a lovely pass, Lennon also, and it just doesn't come. I think it's McLean at the edge of the box, and eventually Vidmar clears it.
Malcolm's clearance. Flicked wide by Kelly for Walker. Into the side nets from Scott McLean.
Well, it has to go down as another opportunity for Thistle. They really have started the game very well here. Again, they drag the Rangers defence across, and it's McLean. It's a ditch tackle again from Vidmar, but another opportunity. Here we see it again. Great work from Walker. Comes in, Amoruso commits himself, and again Vidmar the saving tackle.
He wasn't here for the first semi-final. Bertie Vogts, he was at Tannadice yesterday, but he's here to see Rangers Partick Thistle and hope that Barry Ferguson is in his squad for Paris. And Ferguson on the ball, finding Kanija. And Ferguson goes again to win it. Nerlinger showing a good deal of composure. It's Ferguson who's pulling the strings. That's for Rickson, wonderful pass. Thistle can't get it clear. They can now. But possession given away, poor passing, putting themselves under pressure.
Yeah, Ferguson showing all the qualities that we know he has. Wonderful through pass, great run from Rickson. Doesn't really have time to pick anybody out, and it just doesn't sit down.
Britain's way off, support from McCall. Looking for Walker, took up a dangerous position. And almost a chance. It was good defending from Robert Malcolm to cut out the threat of Jerry Britton in the middle. And they are creating in the Rangers box of Thistle.
Oh, great football from Thistle there. Jerry Britton does really well to take it. Young Paul Walker gets it wide again. He's slightly rushed, doesn't know where he's passing it in there. But another opportunity for Thistle.
Scott Patterson there before Toriandre Flo. Mistake by Ferguson. Sets up Scott McLean. Danny Lennon. Walker's cross blocked by Vidmar. Paddy Kelly has a go. Malcolm won it well. Lennon thinking about a shooting opportunity. Not bad. Trying to to lift this over the head of Kloss.
Yeah, it's another opportunity again. I think he's caught in between whether does he strike it or does he try and lob Kloss, and just goes in between. But Danny Lennon, I think, has started the match exceptionally well along with the front three of Thistle. They really have caused Rangers problems. Here we see it again. He just caught in between here. Does he lift it over him or does he strike it? And he just caught in between. But another opportunity.
Unsure with his pass there, McCulloch. That puts Scott Patterson in trouble. Now it's McCann, and steers a shot wide, which has McCulloch sighing with relief because it was his mistake, which put Patterson under pressure.
I just showed you can't take any chances in that area there. Patterson just relaxing too easy here. Ferguson does exceptionally well to press the ball. Flo rolls in McCann here, and he'll be disappointed that he doesn't actually hit the target, and there's nobody following up. Here we see it again. Fantastic pressing of the ball from Ferguson to provoke the error. Flo waits for McCann arriving, decides to have the shot first time, possibly worth a shot, but maybe could have lifted his head and crossed it.
Big kick from Kenny Arthur. Amoruso won it against Britain. Ferguson. Flo's knocked down. Kanija. Brilliant save, Kenny Arthur, to prevent Kanija doing what he did last Sunday.
A great save again from Kenny Arthur, but wonderful strike play here. Lovely touch by Flo. Kanija knows where it's going. Might have been better to go for power, but it's going in. But it's a great save from Kenny Arthur. Lovely flick on from Flo. He arrives, side puts it. Goalkeeper does well to get down to his right and turn it around the post.
Corner kick, 5 in the box to aim at for Andrei Kanchelskis. Paddy Kelly with the clearing header. Ferguson, Nerlinger might fancy his chances again. Not far away. He can strike them, Christian Nerlinger, and Partick Thistle don't really want to stand off him.
They certainly don't. He thought about playing it wide here initially, then he has a quick look up and thinks, yeah, I'm having a go here. Unfortunately, it takes a deflection and goes wide of the upright. Here we see it again. Good technique. Strikes through the ball, might have been going over. The goalkeeper certainly lost as the deflection takes it wide.
In from Neil McCann, right into the danger area, off the crossbar. It's still not cleared for Thistle. Kanija aims to keep the pressure on, but not with that ball into the box. That's a real disappointment.
Lovely in-swinger, commits it to the front post. Arthur just gets enough on it to touch it onto the bar.
Fernando Rickson's made a good run, and it's not picked up. Out comes Kenny Arthur, punches it clear. Nerlinger onto the left foot again. He is a real danger for Partick Thistle when he picks the ball up just outside the area.
Well, he's done really well to get himself into a shooting position yet again. That's 3 in the first half here. Good punch clear from Arthur, good distance on it. Ferguson picks it up at the edge of the box. There's nobody coming out quickly enough to press the ball. It's not a clean strike, but it's another clear opportunity for Rangers, and what a danger this man is.
Tony Vidmar over the top of Alan Archibald's head. Kanchelskis is there. Early ball in. That's a mistake by Patterson. Flo couldn't quite punish him.
Well, it's Kanchelskis' pace yet again, getting in behind Archibald. Good delivery. No one in the box initially. Flo tries to make amends with a left and right exchange with his feet, and Arthur comes out really well and stops the danger.
Peter Lovenkrantz will be first change for Rangers. Jan Wouters explaining exactly where he wants him to play. Patterson won it against Flo. Archibald eased off it by Kanchelskis. Useful for Flo! A real chance for number 2. And Flo will surely feel he should have beaten Arthur here.
Oh, fantastic cross from Kanchelskis. Flew no one near him and really ought to have done better there. Straight into Arthur's hand.
That was Dees. McCann, good footwork. Chance for a crack at goal, blocked by Patterson, who came out to shut him down. Scott McLean for Thistle. Across the mud flats to Paddy Kelly. That's a great challenge from Omaruso. Took everything there, but certainly the ball still going. And unlucky there that Neil McCann was off balance and couldn't get on the end of the pass. Malcolm goes down with a squeal of pain.
Substitution for Rangers.
Rangers feel the need to make a change, and it's last weekend's man of the match, Claudio Caniggia, who's off. Peter Lovenkrantz will come on, and Rangers really need to move up a gear.
Yeah, it's a straight swap. We'll bring Lovenkrantz, who's been exceptionally good for Rangers so far this season. Real quality in terms of his pace. Maybe lacks slightly in his final delivery, but it might give Rangers that wee bit of impetus now to try and go and finish the time.
Thistle follow the Rangers substitution with a switch of their own. Scott McLean's semi-final is over, and he's replaced by the former Alloa striker Martin Cameron. Too close. Johnny Britton saw Stefan close up his line and tried to loft it in.
That's another great chance here. Britton does really well. His first touch is excellent. I think it maybe just takes a bobble there, which lifts it above. Hand over, and Lambie, as we can see, disappointed man yet again.
Inside the last 20 minutes, Rangers still ahead thanks to Christian Nerlinger's goal. Cameron the target, couldn't control it. Good touch from Nerlinger, driving towards the penalty box. Now for Lovenkrantz. It needs a good ball in. And that was it for Nerlinger. That's a brilliant goal. Started it and finished it. And that presumably finishes the match as a contest as well. 2 for Nerlinger, 2 for Rangers.
Yeah, I think that may be it now. Wonderful. Melliner sets it up himself, drives, commits to defender, plays it wide to Lovenkrantz. We questioned his delivery before, but not this time. Right into his path, and it's a lovely left foot finish. Wonderful finish here. Here we see it again. Goes to threaten, lifts his head, cuts it back, lovely ball back, and a quality finish from a quality player.
His 4th goal for Rangers, Christian Nerlinger, and almost single-handed he's guiding Rangers towards the cup final, another cup final. Archibald's cross charged down by Kanchelskis. Calmness personified by Ferguson there. Vidmar for a flow. Free kick given against him. fire about Thistle at the moment. Need a little bit of passion. Try and pull a goal back and make it a little bit more interesting again as Neil McCann threatens. Fernando Rickson's cross, there's Flo. Nerlinger. Vidmar. Flo got the better of Kenny Arthur. Nodded away from goal by Paul Dees. Flo, Ferguson, 3-0. It was all very simple for Barry Ferguson, and among the admirers will be the Scotland manager Bertie Vogts as Rangers ease themselves towards the final.
What a great contribution from the two midfield players. 3 goals so far. Again, Ferguson starts the move here, goes wide to Kinchelsky as he follows the ball through. Well held up by Flo, and what a calm and collected finish. Wonderful football. Flo makes the run towards the ball, holds it up, third man running, left foot, corner of the net, 3-0.
And distressing for Partick Thistle is just how easily Rangers picked their way through here. And Barry Ferguson scored his 4th goal of the season, 3-0. McCann. 2 minutes added, it's almost time up. Lovely footwork from Scott Patterson, ending with a flourish for Thistle. But their cup dream is over. Celtic won 3-0 yesterday, Rangers win 3-0 today. It's an Old Firm final on May the 4th.
Has gone to number 8 for Rangers, Christian Nerlinger. He will receive a special award from
Christian Nerlinger scored numbers 1 and 2 for Rangers, a smile on his face at the end of a season of misery for him. And it was Barry Ferguson, the captain, who crowned the Rangers win with number 3.
Yeah, I think Nerlinger can be very, very happy with this contribution today. We're delighted coming back into such an important game for Rangers. And what a middle two of Ferguson and Nerlinger Rangers now have in there, and young Stephen Hughes, an able replacement if any of them disappear.
Shirt swapping time for Thistle. Some memories they'll take away of this cup adventure. But it's over now for them, and it's Rangers who march on to the final back here at Hampden against Celtic. Final score, Rangers 3, Partick Thistle 0.
And the brave First Division challenge comes to an end. An Old Firm final again. There was an air of inevitability.